Hey, good afternoon, Jason.
Hey, Cam, how you doing?
Good, good.
Awesome. I'm just trying to see why this is not streaming for me. Uh, don't know why. Oh, probably can't edit it while I'm same one. Save. No thanks. Close. Weird. Um, anyway, I guess we won't be streaming today. That's all right. Cool. I will just I'm gonna hit record here anyways and record to the cloud. Go from there, I guess. Yeah, man, Cam, how are you doing? Looks like you're the only one here so far. How things been?
Good, good, man. I do have a couple questions, and I
Yep.
I did see. Well, you actually connected with I guess Brian. He had reached out to me today, with the active menu.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
Cool, cool. Um, so,
What did they end up saying? Did you end up chatting with them?
um, they didn't really say too much. I mean, it just asked if your name was Jason. I said, yeah, and it was like, okay, cool. And I said, you guys have a meeting Friday. It was like, yeah, and he said, cool, thanks, and that was it. So.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I want to chat with them and then see what we can see what they do. The interesting thing is, yeah, I was looking all their forms, emails, everything like that are all coming from high level.
Yep.
So I don't know if they have their system integrated with high level or if they're just using high level for their like marketing and follow up.
As far as I know, because right now, well, today I'm onboarding a client, and every customer that uses their menu will be a lead inside of Go High Level.
Oh,
So
okay. So then they're giving away sub accounts with that as well then or what?
no, no. So I don't know how they do it, but like, that's a good question. How did they do that? I need to find out. Because
Or are they
yeah,
just using high level for like the communications?
that's a question you probably have to ask Brian. I have
Yeah,
no
no,
idea.
because I'm wondering because I mean, I thought about the same thing with our restaurant system too, right? I mean, we have the whole front end stuff, but instead of building all the communications integration, we can just link it up with high level. You know what
Right.
I mean? Even if so for selling it, not to agencies. I mean, we already like sign on clients and bring them in. But I mean, if I was thinking more along the lines of our software being like an independent piece that's not tied, directly to high level as it is, but saying as like, okay, if we were going to have it look like it's more standalone, can we still use high level and everything for all the communication and stuff like that? Somebody signs up
Right.
for this, and then we still do the phone number, the email, everything like that, all through high level because it's already all built, right?
Right.
And then essentially, if we're on the 297 plan or up, then you can do unlimited sub accounts. So it wouldn't cost us any more to add those customers in. So it's just interesting, something I was thinking about. And I wonder if that's what they're doing too. They have their menus and everything like that, but then use high level for the marketing side.
Yeah, I mean, I just know as far as they do have other stuff, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't. But I'm excited for the
nice.
connection because that would be great because they were talking about Boomerang and I guess trying to integrate with them, and I'm like, well, why don't you look into, the
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought maybe they had some of that stuff already set up, but I'll have a good chat with them about that tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, no, they don't. They do have some type of points system, but like they don't have what you have as far as like referring a friend and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um, which I think would be really good if both you guys come together and, as far as the restaurant side, they could still leverage the points and rewards,
yeah.
and the restaurant can still leverage having their customers order directly online with them versus going to
which I think,
Uber.
yeah, I think is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. Okay, very cool. What too bad we can't be streaming today. I don't know why it's not streaming. Just the live stream thing is not working. That's fine. But I'll just post this video later anyways. All right, so what did you have any specific questions that you want to run through today?
Yeah. So one, I just wanted to ask you, because I know you deal with restaurants, and I think we talked about this before. Um, Price points as far as like, you know, when I think of a restaurant, I don't think of like a contractor, right? Like they're not, I bring them in two customers a week.
Yeah.
That's not even doing nothing, right? Um, so to justify me coming in and saying I'm going to charge you this amount, in your experience, what has been the sweet spot for when I say like I'm dealing with mom and pop,
Yeah.
single location. I have one that they are opening up their second location, but they're still small, right? So they're not
Yeah.
really, you
Uh,
know,
somewhere between usually for the base package, which I still help them out with, somewhere between two and 350 a month.
okay,
200 and 350 a month for setting it up. And now you want to make sure that you go and sell the value of it. But the trick is you want to keep them on though. Any client that you're doing any of this stuff for, running ads, like doing the promotion stuff, is reporting. Giving them like at least a monthly report on exactly what's happening. This is how many customers signed up. This is how many promotions went out. This is how many coupons you sold. That kind of stuff. Giving them those kind of reports. That's why we have the reporting dashboard and stuff in there. But
okay,
so that's super important. Like, and that's good advice for any agency that you have. Anything that you're doing with any of these businesses, and nobody talks about it a whole lot, but if you want those customers to stick around, especially if you're doing like a done for you service type thing or charging more, they need reporting. They need to see that or they need to be told, not just see, they need to be told what they're doing or you're doing for them is working. You know, um, one of the clients that we had one of the clients that we've been working with for last year. It's not a restaurant, but it's a big company. They spend like $500,000 in ad spend. The
oh,
last company they were working with gave them one report every 60 days that basically told them how many views they had, like
sound
how many impressions they had basically.
like a
Hey, this
company,
is how many people, saw your page,
right?
you know. Um, so then we came along and we learned this a long time ago working with in the fitness industry with all the independent studios. They're all part of a franchise, but were they're all basically responsible for their own marketing. Corporate did, a little bit, but if they wanted to do anything good, they had to do it themselves. And we found if we weren't doing reporting, they just didn't know if stuff was working or not. Even if their
Gotcha.
sales started going up, they would attribute that to, oh, I don't know, maybe it's something else that we did that started making this work. You know what I mean? It's
Gotcha.
Frank Kern has a good thing about it because a while ago they started a Facebook ads agency for their customers, and I think they were charging 3,000 a month. And I mean, they're part of the Frank Kern brand, but they were charging 3 grand a month, and people weren't even spending a lot on ad spend, I don't think. But he always said like he's like, no, dummy, it's not like your business didn't automatically like just magically start getting better um, just coincidentally around the same time, we started work,
Right. Right.
but we've had that happen. I mean, I think he said, I think he threw fuck in there a few times too, but it was,
Pretty
it was,
sure.
it was, it was funny because I'm like, yeah, that's exactly it. You start doing things, customers, they start seeing results and they're like, I don't know if I need you guys. I mean, we're pretty busy. And it's
Right.
like, Well, they're like, oh, I don't know if it's what you guys are doing or, if we just started getting busier. And I was like, you hired us and you started getting busier. Like they just, it's
Right. Yeah.
weird. Anyways, reporting super important. We have three different packages. We have one that's $300 a month. That is, we'll show you how to go and use the system. You're on your own. Go in, create some promotions, send out some messages, that kind of stuff. We have I think it's 500, $500 a month, and we'll help you out. Again, well, what I like about the system is like we'll do it with you kind of thing. So we'll have a meeting once a month. What promotions are we running? We'll have somebody create those four graphics or whatever that they're creating for those four different promotions, and then schedule them, right? And then we can send out messages. We can even schedule out the messages that are going to go out as well. So, an hour's worth of work once a month, and you made your 200 bucks back. Um, and then we have another package which is $800 a month plus ad spend. So they'll spend $800 a month. And then we'll run ads for them as well. And the restaurant ads are super simple because basically you're just taking that promo that you already agreed on with them and then creating some fun graphics, and like it's not hard to sell people on getting free food or something. So
Right.
get people to sign up to a list, two free tacos or two for one appetizers. Just join our VIP list. And they're really simple to run because you're just targeting an area around their
Yep.
business
Yep.
as well.
And do you do any Google search ads, or you just do
No, our whole goal is not for restaurants anyways. Um, Help them get more reviews. That's going to bump them up in their listings for restaurants near me. You look up a restaurant, you say restaurant, or even if you say restaurant near me or whatever, it's going to show you the restaurants that are closest to you first, right? You just want to make sure that you have good, you want to help them get reviews. So either you can use our review system or you can use the high level review system. Doesn't entirely matter as long as they're getting more reviews. And then we want to get people on that VIP list. So we're getting people on the VIP list. We can show them we have so many subscribers. We can show them how many messages we've sent out in the last month to their customers, and we can show them how many coupons have been redeemed or points earned or whatever it is, right? So I think we can add some more reporting stuff to our reporting dashboard too, which I think will help that out. But um, we don't do Google. Like, I mean, it's not that we don't do Google, we just don't do it for restaurants because um, I don't know, you're paying per click on Google to get people to open up a link to that restaurant. I don't know if it's worth it. We can run ads really cheaply on Facebook. If you talk with Chandel, and even inside of our agency launch lab program we cover this every once in a while too. I know for restaurants, we can get the VIP signups for less than a buck or about $1
nice?
per sign up. And then the restaurant fulfills the order when somebody comes in, right? So it's like, hey, two free tacos. The two free tacos cost the restaurant a couple dollars, maybe $3 to $5 for a couple tacos, and then you add on another dollar for their ad spend. They're getting those customers for really cheap, those VIP customers, right? The subscribers, and now they can remarket to them for pennies.
Right. Right.
That's the whole thing is we don't want to just it's for restaurants, it's not just about or like so for HVAC and stuff, we're going and saying, hey, you got a customer, great. That customer was worth 10 grand. You sold them 10 grand worth of stuff. So it's to be like, okay, well, this is, we got you three customers and you guys are profiting like 25 grand or something like that. With restaurants, we want them on the list because they're repeat, like they come back over and over and over again. So we just want to at least help them increase um how much they make per customer or like even by a couple bucks. If they have, I think we did the math on it, and I think it was like if they have 500 customers come in a week and we can get each one of those customers to spend an extra like $1.50 through like a coupon or whatever it is, that's an extra, what was it, $750 a week that they're making off of
Right.
those customers, and then that per month, that's like $2,500. Four sevens. Yeah, no, more than that. It's like 3 grand. And to a restaurant, that's a big deal.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
You know?
yeah, because I mean, I and that's why I like the Brian's thing because if we did run at Google Ads for intent searches like, you know, deli near me or whatever, and they
Yeah.
do sign up or not sign up, and that's why I wanted you guys to talk because I do want to run some type of, incentive for them to buy. So a landing page, buy one, get one, type of deal. But,
Yeah.
instead of running through a form first, they can just check out. We still get their information. You know what I mean? They still get
Yeah.
on the list. So that's
Right.
that's the thing I like about it. Now,
Oh, yeah.
um,
That makes sense too. Yep.
yeah. And so, when it comes to, and now I'm asking you because like my main thing was not restaurants until now. Um, and I'm really finding out that the challenge, if there's any, is that a lot of restaurant owners don't know their total cost. Like they know the cost of goods,
Right.
but they don't know operational costs per good. Like it's like they just know cost of goods. And one guy told me he was like, "Hey, make a Philly cheesesteak $3, sell it for 16. My net profit is 13." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's you
You have
forgot
to you have to factor in your rent and all that kind of stuff, right?
everything." Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that something? And the only reason why I'm asking is because to me that's kind of like the first thing that I kind of have them wrap their head around because I'm like I don't want them to make an offer based off of competitors or what they think is going to make something happen, and then we run this offer and they run it in the red. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that ever happen?
Yes. I mean, and like, um, that's where we get customers. They want to be more cheap. They just don't want to give away something. But there's a balance there, right? We're giving away something one time, and we want to do something it's high value but low cost too,
Right.
right? So something that the customers value. Like, so for example, so there's a guy who used our system named Sam, and Sam Weir, and he put together a an analysis sheet basically that helps him go into the restaurants and then talk to them about profits and stuff like that too, because that's where he wants to go to. He wants to be more of a consultant as well, to come in and to help them figure out food costs, and then where are they profiting, where are they not profiting, right? So for example, we were chatting the other day, and one of his customers, they're trying to figure out what was, one of their more profitable things, and they found out that they have this queso cheese dip that they sell for $9, but it costs them like $1 to make, you know. Um, so, but it's like their most like it's a thing that they also sell the most of,
Gotcha.
you know. So it's popular. It doesn't cost them very much at all, and they sell a lot of it. So they can so this is an additional thing, but he says, I'm going to help you guys package this cheese sauce up, and then we can sell it in the restaurant as well. Not just, it could be a takeout thing. Can I get a
Right.
container cheese dip, for $9 or whatever it is. So that was just kind of thing. And I think if you can add that kind of value to a customer like that, um, that helps too. But you're going down a different route then, because then you're talking to a restaurant about becoming a consultant with them, right? To help
Right.
them figure out those things as well. But it doesn't hurt to go in and be like, let's find out what we can offer, because you are coming in as an advisor anyways. If they're like, yeah, I think this is cool, what should we do? It's good for you to be like, we should do this. This is the kind of offer that we should have. And typically, ones that, we know that the more generous the offer, the more people you're going to get on your list faster. It doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean people are going to come in and like redeem those coupons all at once because they don't necessarily do that, but we want to at least get them on that list. So um it might take people 3 months to come in and redeem their coupon just the way people's lives are too.
Right.
So um so that's fine. But um things that work really well is, hey, can we give something away for free in exchange for their thing? A free entree might be much. A free appetizer, that works out really well. Just say which kind of appetizer it is. I know I'm just gonna go back to two free tacos. If you can do something that's like two free tacos, it really, if you go to a Mexican restaurant, it doesn't cost them very much to um to give away two tacos. And even though they're giving away two tacos, people are going to still come in and order $50 worth of food, $100 worth of food. I think
Right.
I was talking with a client once. They had we were selling them on our system, and we went there for lunch too. We were like, okay, well, we're going to go meet with you, and then we'll use your coupon, and then we're going to get the two free tacos. We ended up with drink, like it was lunch, but we ordered a couple beers each, and we ordered like a few things to share. It was still over $100,
Right.
so it cost them $3 or whatever to give us like a tiny scoop of meat on like a tiny taco, like the 4 inch corn tortillas, like two of those. What does that actually cost them? Like a couple dollars at most, but we spent over $100.
Right.
So that's the mindset shift we need, like these restaurants to be in. So we typically come in and say these are the promos that you need to run because these are the ones that work best, and we want this system to work for you. And then if you think about it, you're paying $5 to get the name, phone number, and email of a customer who already likes what you do. So you can message these people now at any time and tell them to come back into the restaurant and get food. That's typically like that's all it takes. You can send out a message and get 10 orders in. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So that's the power of it. Versus like you don't want them to be like, oh, I'm going to give you a free steak dinner. That's not going to make sense. But free chips and guacamole with your next meal. Get 2-for-1 appetizers next time you come in. Free order of wings worked really good. We were working with a brew pub, and they were giving away a free order of wings when you come in. Come in, order a beer, and get a free order of wings. Um, I know pizza and a pint used to work well as well for like $5. You're gonna like a small personal pizza and you get a pint or whatever, and you could do that for like 5-10 bucks or something like that. They can get a coupon and it's a good deal. That kind of thing. We've also done buy one. It depends on where you are, where you live too. We've done buy one pint, get a second pint for a penny. Get your second beer. That worked really well for bringing people in. Um, Anything like that the people, and like for example, beer. Um, it only costs the restaurant, if they're a brew pub, it costs them like 20 or 30 cents to do a pint. But when they're selling those pints for $10, that's a really good perceived value, right?
Right. Right.
The What I found is you get some restaurant owners who are like super into marketing. They totally get it. And they're like, yes, this is awesome. I love it. Let's go. I will give away a free order of wings to get somebody on that list, right? I'll give away that free pint to get somebody on a list. I'll give away 2-for-1 appetizers. And then you have people with shitty mindsets too,
Right.
who are like, "Oh no, I can't give away a free pint because now we're not. It's not that they're it costs them 30 cents to give that pint away. We're not making $10 now, and people are just going to
Mhm.
come in and abuse it and just keep using us and whatever. And it's like it's proven you can get people in. They're going to spend way more when they get something for free. they're going to come in and spend, they're going to get the odd person who's going to be like, no, I just want my two free tacos and that's it.
Right.
Right? Yeah,
Right.
okay, whatever. Um, but you're going to get the people who I want my two free tacos plus $100 worth of food more.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it's just it balances out and you can't go off the cheap people. But then, there was one restaurant we were working with and um we had a great offer. We had a birthday offer. We had like get a pint for a penny on your birthday. We had uh what was it? We had a couple other good, really good ones. It was like two free appetizers, get some wings, something like that, or get an appetizer for free. Again, if you can do like get an appetizer for free and then have like a list of like five appetizers that they can choose from, people love that. Like they'll come in to your restaurant and they'll bring people with them in order to get that free appetizer, right? But they'll all order food. They'll all order drinks, stuff like that. So the one guy that we were working with, one owner, he was like, "This is awesome, perfect." I think we were getting like 500 subscribers a month for him. Another owner who didn't really know what was going on came in and saw it and he's like, we're losing money everywhere. We're going under. This isn't going to work. We're just attracting cheap customers and nobody wants to buy anything or whatever. And they're like, we have to shut this down. So then they shut it down because they were like, yeah, it was that. We had one person with a good mindset was like, yes, let's get those customers on a list. We now have, thousands of people that we can message on a dime and get them to come back in. And then we had the other one that was like, we can't afford to lose all this money that we're losing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just really depends.
Yeah, no, I got one client that it's three of them. So one of them is that way is they look at the dollars and cents and not understanding the true long haul value. But I think they're starting to come around, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, a good stat, I think it's from I forget where it was from, but I have it written down. It's the lifetime value of a customer in a restaurant, if they like if you have them stick around, is like $6,000.
Jeez.
Is about
Wow.
6 grand over their lifetime. So, that might be 5 years, that might be 10 years, whatever, but they'll come in and spend 6 grand um with you if they like coming in, or they're just reminded to come in.
Right.
Um, so spending $5 right now to get that customer in, but in the long haul, they're going to bring each one of those $5 you spend is going to bring you another 6 grand worth of business. I don't know. It makes sense, right?
Yeah, it definitely
Like
makes sense.
take a look at every chain restaurant, everything out there. They are always throwing out deals. They're always throwing out offers because they know if we can give something away, we can get customers to come back in,
Right.
right? And they always spend more than the little bit of profit we made off this one thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that what helps me is that because I come in there and get them to start seeing the numbers, like this one particular client, they had no clue about operational costs. They just knew
Yeah,
cost of goods. Now they understand operational cost and, now they can, like today we're sitting down today to go over some offers. But now they're more confident now. It's like, I get it. This is something that we can see what we're giving away. And then I even tell them like, have us, your SOP for all your staff. If someone comes in with a buy one, get one, upsell them on a bag and chip, bag of chips and a soda, and they'll get 10% off of that, but that's increasing the transaction. You know what I mean? As far
yeah,
as the money. So if it's a few bucks, it's a few bucks more than just what you already going to give if you just had that buy one, get one. So yeah, I get it. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I'm experiencing that. I was just wondering, since you've been in the restaurant space for a minute, what's your, take on it and but yeah, I appreciate it. I mean,
yeah. I,
definitely
I
it
I
makes
think that's
sense.
it. If we can come in and be a good advisor and tell them, even when they're like, no, we can't give that away, we have to be like, yes, this is what we have to give away. You know, this is
Yeah.
the thing that we have to do. Because sometimes, and I'm sure you've experienced this, um, if you let them run the show, the marketing doesn't work,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, if you're like, okay, well, what do you guys want to do? And they're like, okay, we can give away a free, they can get a free soda when they come in. I've seen people do that. That's what we want to offer. Come in and get a free drink. And it's like, yeah, like they don't, it's like it's the equivalent of giving 10% off something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll give you
Yeah.
10% off your next order. And it's like, I don't even know it's worth my time to save $1.50 or
Yeah.
whatever, you
No.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so you want to give something really good away initially to get people on that list, and then you've got them. You've got that captive audience um that you can then message over and over again.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
and
huge.
the, and the thing is too, I always tell them like, if it's not a handsome offer to what's going to attract people, if it's not making you uncomfortable by offering it, it's not worth it. Because,
Right.
an irresistible offer is irresistible. It has to be irresistible.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's the
the
whole,
same thing goes for the restaurant as goes for like your agency. You
yeah.
need to have an irresistible offer, right? You have to have something that makes them want to go like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I will totally do like you're gonna do all that for me. Awesome. I'll sign up for sure.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's for sure. Um, Another thing I wanted to ask you, I was trying to change an offer on the referral link, and it wouldn't change. I sent you some screenshots. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure you
let's
didn't get a chance to look at it. But it was so we had a buy one get one free. That one we decided to hold off on, and they wanted to do a combo deal. Um,
Was that in Slack that you messaged me or
no, I don't even have the Slack channel. I
okay,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
Grab the Slack channel. Maybe that was in Facebook. You messaged me then.
okay.
Okay, yeah, I just see this now. Okay, so maybe share your screen and show me what's going on.
Okay. Let's see.
When you update that, that one should change.
Let's see.
Oh, you've got two different promos. You
Yeah.
change the in-house offer, and then the in-house offer is the one with the can of Coke, and then your join VIP offer, that's your you have that as the default offer. So that's what's happening.
Okay, so because I had what I did was I
Looks like
deleted
you
the other one.
deleted or maybe you just changed it. So what happens is when you create this promo, it updates custom values inside of your high level custom values.
Okay.
And so if you select the default promo, it will update the custom values for the default promo. And then if you change this one here, you change this one to the in-house QR campaign, it'll update the custom values for the QR campaign. So they're two different campaigns. And um, if
So
you
do
just
I
go
go
switch it,
into
if you just go switch this one back to the default campaign and hit save, it'll update.
so just go to edit and switch it to the default, you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah. So you essentially set up two different campaigns. So if you go to switch, see where it says in-house campaign QR code, go back, set it to the
Uh,
default,
okay.
and then hit save. It'll update the default one.
Gotcha. So then now this one here is the one that when someone shares to a friend or shares on Facebook, it'll be this offer.
Yeah. So if you go to that, you can check it out by going to sites
Uh, okay.
on the left. Um, VIP promotions, funnels, and pages, and then registration and offers, the first one.
Okay.
And then, yeah, just open that one up.
Okay. Oh, I got two of them here too. Okay. All right, cool. That works. Yep. So that's pretty much all I had, man.
Okay.
So let me stop sharing. Cool. Yeah, so in well, I have another question. When it comes to like uh how many times should you send offers to the list
Uh-huh.
without breaking them out? Like, is it once a week or do you do like a few times a week or
I typically shoot for about once a week, sending
okay.
out a message on like a Tuesday or something like that. Here's our offers for the week. You know, excuse me. Yeah, so I usually shoot for once a week. As your list grows, it does get more expensive. So, when you hit about 1,000 subscribers, I think it's going to cost you about $20 to send out an SMS message. It won't cost you that for an email, but I mean, really, we want people to SMS, right?
Yeah,
So you send out an SMS to 1,000 people who are on your list. It's going to cost you about 20 bucks. Maybe it's not quite that much. Maybe it's a little bit less. Maybe it's like 17 or something. But yeah, and then when you go up 2,000 subscribers, it's going to cost you like 40 bucks and then whatever. So depends on, ideally though, you're sending out those messages and they're getting customers to buy, right? They're getting
right.
customers to make more orders. They should start seeing a bump in, hey, we sent out this message, you know, we got more orders, that kind of thing. So that little, the $20 they spend to send out to 1,000 people shouldn't be a big deal. But you don't want to annoy people either. Like I think once a week is pretty good. I know I'm on a list for a few lists for like loyalty programs and promotions from um, other stores and retailers and stuff like that. And once a week is usually pretty good. If they're being cheap, you can do once every 2 weeks kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Minimum I'd do is like once a month. That would be a long time, but you'll see more results with once a week kind of thing. And if for 1,000 bucks, you're spending about $80 a month on that messaging for 1,000 people kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But ideally, they're bringing in a lot more, right? Right. Um, so
And
I would say if you can do once a week, the rule always is message your audience as much as you can until they start us unsubscribing.
gotcha.
You know what I mean? They say that for email, they say that for everything. SMS is probably you can take a look at that too. Like if you all of a sudden send out messages and you sent them out twice a week and then people are unsubscribing right away because they're getting too many or they feel like they're getting too many, you could maybe pull back to like once a week, but um or once every 2 weeks, but once a week is generally pretty good. Again, we're trying to send people value too. Like we're not providing them value, but we're like, hey, this is what we've got on special. Come in and get this. Hey, we just put good ones are like, hey, we just threw like 30 burgers on the grill of our and describe the burger or whatever it is, right? Um, Click here to order now, kind of thing,
Gotcha.
or whatever you want to do. Next 30 people get this burger. You could do things like that as well. I don't know exactly how
Yeah.
to track it, and I don't know if you'd want to track it, but you could throw things out there like that, throw in some scarcity too, you know. And then they go into their thing and then they see their promo and they can and if you're using active menus, they can click on that promo, see a featured promo up at the top, click on that, click on order, and then go right through to active menus, and then they can make their order too.
As
On
now
their own.
right now, or are you talking about once you guys integrate?
Yeah, I mean, if you have active like, so for example, if you have active menus up and you have an online ordering thing where they can go directly to a meal, you can send people directly to like an order. Like if there's even if they have online ordering or whatever it is. I'm just saying in your case, once you get active menus set up, you should be able to send them directly to, you know, that burger or whatever it is for that promo.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing I'm excited to see, how many conversions we can get because it's not necessarily them having to get dressed, and go to the restaurant to get the offer. They could just say buy it and have them deliver it, Uber
Yeah.
or whatever. So I'm just curious to see if that will increase conversions because it's like, hey, just hey, buy this and get this deal through us, and you'll still get it to your doorstep and you don't have to leave your house.
Yeah, ideally you can get them to set it up for um like their own online ordering versus doing something like DoorDash or
Yeah.
Uber Eats or whatever, because they lose 30% on those orders. But um even if they have to do that, whatever, some online ordering is a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure, man. But I'm gonna have to jump because I got a
Yeah,
2:30 and I gotta physically be there.
sounds
But I
good.
appreciate it, man. And if I have any other questions, I'll.
Yeah, reach out. Let me know.
All
Awesome. Join
right.
that Slack channel.
Okay. Will
Awesome.
do. All
Okay,
right. Thanks.
we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
All right, so a little bit of a slow day here today, but that's cool. Had a really good chat with Cameron there about restaurants. So if you guys have any more questions about restaurants, or you guys want to chat about restaurants, feel free to jump on these calls and shoot me a message early about really about anything. So let's just see. I think I did a quick update. I just want to show you guys um here. May as well do it while we're in the system. So as some of you know, we added in membership tiers into the rewards promotion system here. So now you can create subscriber uh, promotions or loyalty tiers. Now this works across a bunch of different industries, but if we're talking about restaurants and just continuing that conversation we were having, you can now create promos that are exclusive to anybody who is on this tier. So you can set up different tiers inside of the system as well. And let's say, for example, you have a free tier for a restaurant, you have a $25 tier, you have a $50 tier. You can do exclusive events. You could do like chef's tables. You can have people get access to that kind of thing. You can give discounts to people on different things that they're offering or ordering through the system. You can give them coupons. You can give them a coupon that says, hey, they get a free drink every time that they come in. You can do anything like that with the system, and you can set up multiple tiers with promotions and rewards. So you can give them points every month. You can do a bunch of different cool, really cool stuff with the system as well. One thing under contact points, just wanted to show you guys this as well, just while we're in here. We updated the look of this a little bit. This edit contact is supposed to be right here anyways, but now you can export out transactions. I may have said this the other day on Tuesday as well, but I'll just cover it. You can export out transactions to an Excel file. I'll show you all the transactions, the date and time of those transactions, of every time they redeem points, get points, that kind of stuff. And then you can also copy the referral ID if you wanted to, if you had like a manual onboarding where you were asking people how they onboarded. Now that possibly wouldn't be for restaurants as people come in, but you might have like a chiropractor or something like that, and somebody says, "Oh, hey, Jason referred me," and then you can jump into Jason's contact info here and grab the referral ID directly from there, and then plug it into a form. So those are some of the changes that we've done and added. There's a couple more things coming down the pipeline, and then we're going to really work on a lot more marketing material as well. So if you guys have any questions about marketing or selling to restaurants, I'm excited to chat with you. And then we also have this system, a similar system, sister systems for hair salons and med spas. We have it for home services too, where we have repeat home services. And then we also have it for doctors, chiropractors, dentists, stuff like that too. So you can jump in on those, and also fitness, they're set up as well. So we've got demos for all of those. And if you guys have any questions about it, please reach out. Let me know. Let someone on my team know, and we'll be happy to answer that for you. All right. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Thursday. I'm going to jump off now too, and we will talk to you